Let us start our discussion. I hope you will join very soon. We are now dealing today, we will deal with the economics of power plant itself. A power plant should provide a capable supply of electricity at economic cost or minimum cost to the common people. Now, what is the minimum cost and what is the economic cost we are supposed to know? Whatever the item you purchase, it should be economical, or it should be within your means. It should not be very costly, but which you cannot purchase. If very costly vehicle, you will get less amount of customers. Higher the matter, higher the price, customer will be less. So for every type of products, there is always a specific eye on which group of customers we are supposed to capture, and which group of customer is has the capacity, financial capacity to purchase your goods. But in case of power, things are a bit different because it is a essential items suitable for everybody. You may have some purchasing power, you may have high, low, medium, or no purchasing power. Even then, you can require power, electricity, because for your future, electricity is necessary. If you are have under power cut for 15 hours within 24 hours, that electricity will not help you at all. If you, even if provide you freely. So in order to get meet so many different varieties of demand and varieties of financial power from the supporters customers itself, well, we have to uh, economize your plant operation in such a way that it is commercially viable to you. Commercial viable means you should meet your all sort of operating costs, and after meeting all of them, you should have a certain minimum amount of profit so that you can run the car plant and we can run for development and for expansion or future appointment or so. So how will you first have to, you have to know it. First of all, we have to know what are the different type of costs are involved in power plant as well as almost everywhere. The fixed cost, the fixed cost, the mainly interest, it is fixed cost interest comes comes under the head of say interest, depreciation, insurance, tax, etc. Depending on the capital invested. What is interest? You are spending money not from your own pocket, but you are taking the loan from either bank or some other financial institute in appreciable interest, appreciable or low interest, and you are investing means you are spending money for installation, money for installation at least for from this capital cost. So this interest is one of your expenditures. That's also costing you because you have to pay the interest, not the only the full sums, but also the interest. It will come to you, which will come to your finance. So you have to pay the interest. What is depreciation? Every plants, every machineries which we are supposed to install, every plant, every machineries, whatever you are supposed to install is have a term is covered by term depreciation. Depreciation means whatever it's what is the price of this particular item or machine members, or even you can say at a full plant. What is the depreciation means? What is the price at present? What is the meaning of it? Sir, when they purchase something, a motor car, say, when it's new, it has no depreciation. His value is the full cost which you have paid to the different distributors for before purchasing a car, a motorbike. But after you use it, say for 1 year, you cannot claim the same value if you want to sell. Your value will be less. So this value of any item is going to reduce day by day from the very beginning of use to the beginning and to the up to the end of the life. It may so have by the value of depreciation, you will know after 3 years this should be the value of this item. After 5 years, this is the value of the item. It can be so happens. Say after say 10, 15 years, this has no depreciated value. It don't have any value at all. So if you want to sell it, you have to sell it at a price more than the depreciated price. And when there is no depreciation, after a few years of use, you will safely sell it at any price. Next is the insurance. Insurance comes a very important part in industry. Insurance comes at a very important part in industry for so many different items which we are purchasing, producing, and sending to different customers all over your country. You have to make it on transport, and this transport of selling the items are always covered by insurance. Next, all your assets inside the company, which is sellable, which is priceable, should be covered by interest insurance. And this insurance for this you have to pay the premium, maybe for every month, maybe for the whole year. So at the expenses of insurance throughout the day, you have you have to you have a certain cost of paying the premium. So first we have to pay the interest, then you have to pay the depreciation, show the depreciation because it is reducing your cost. That's the expenditure. Next insurance, next tax. Whatever you produce, you have to pay different type of tax, even the electricity. Is all these investments are capital cost or fixed cost. Depending on these investments, the construction cost of the company also included the cost of the land. So adding all those to these expenditures, the construction cost was also important that you have to put in your expenditure itself or your cost itself. That construction cost maybe include the cost of the plant, which is pretty high today in everywhere in the world, especially in a good profitable places. If you want to make industry in a profitable area, its cost also high. That's an important cost. So land acquiring cost as well as land purchasing cost as well as and erection of the plant involves a cost. These are the fixed cost which you have to bear. Next is operation and maintenance cost. What is that? Operation, if you want to run a company, you have to need manpower. Manpower will work for your company when they will pay the salaries and wages. Is there any difference between salaries or wages? To say the truth, there is not don't have much difference. But salaries can be paid in different ways as per the will of the company, as per the consent of the concerned employee. And some part of the salary which is being paid to some type of employees are generally treated as wages. Say you are employing certain outsiders, which is not your permanent employee, but will work for you for limited places for a limited time for a limited work. Whatever the salary you are paying them is called wages. Say you want to give overtime to some portion of your people. That cost of the overtime can be said it is a wages, but it is also a salary or also the expenditure of your company itself. Next comes overall and repair of the company. Overhauling on equipments and repair of the company, repair inside the company, repairing and maintenance inside the company. Is there a difference between overhauling and overhauling as well as maintenance? Yes, there is a significant and very clear difference. Things are like this. Say our equipments. Sometimes you have to shut down your plants. A portion of it should be overall by total inspection as per your, there should be a proper planning in this overhauling, what you are supposed to do in the overhauling itself, what are the jobs, and what is your observation during overtime, all should be included here. You may open up certain pipes, you see the condition of it, you clean it, you refix it, and you replace it if necessary, and you find that it's your on your experience, it will not run uh, few say another few thousand hours or so. So it will cause leakage and cause a stopping of your plant. So you'll replace it right on this moment, although it's not exactly out of its service. All different type of plants, including the power plants, have this overhauling system of a running or preventive maintenance of his equipments and overall inspection of the equipments. How far, how far is the condition of different side? How far you can replace a few of the parts by inspecting is that life is nearly over, and how far you will keep on using the old parts, and in how many times, and all should be recorded accordingly, so that for the time of next welding we can have these records and go through the required welding itself. There is repair and what time welding is different. Overhauling is some side of preventive maintenance, so starting the company, going through the inspecting the whole portion, and uh, clear or rectify the which is defective, or replace the which is defective, etc. But even after the best overhauling equipment process or the best overhauling staff, the company may fail in certain places. Company equipments may fail, and you have to repair immediately, and you have to run your plant. So overhauling is the overall maintenance, and repairing is the instantaneous momentous maintenance. Both include certain cost. What type of the cost? Especially you have to keep a manpower for overhauling and maintenance. That is not a productive manpower, because they are not producing anything, they are only maintaining, which in fact giving you production by in a reverse way or different way. Unless your machine runs properly, you cannot produce. So their service is also in one sense associated with the maintenance itself, the production itself. Next is spare parts. Every company, every machinery requires a certain spare maintenance of certain spares. That's inventory means stock you have to maintain it. And the spare parts of different machineries is not cannot be cheap. It is costly. It is not available always. So based on these points, where you have to procure, whether what is the amount of cost, how rapidly or frequently we are changing these parts, etc., and where is the location of getting it, how much time they will give you the give you after getting the um, how much time they will take you for supply after getting the order. All these things should be kept in a kept in your chart, so that we can take decision which part will keep and which part will not keep. When it's required, we'll simply purchase it. So maintenance of spare kits is important, extremely important, critical, and costly. All will add to your operational maintenance cost. There is water. Water is required only for drinking for certain companies, almost companies, but for power plants, steam, especially steam power plant. In fact, all power plants or water is the one of the medium of making the power itself. So you have to do the lubricating oil. So you have to sometimes you have to purchase the water from the government itself, or you may have to spend money for making deep tubes for procurement of water, etc. Every company, every product, every type of company requires a certain amount of lubricating oil. And there's so many different varieties of lubricating oil are being produced throughout the country and throughout the world. You have to choose the proper one from there for your use. And even power plant, everywhere when a machine is running, you have to lubricate at certain places. So lubricating oil you have to purchase. There are different chemicals may be required for say cleaning agent of the inside the pipe of a boiler, or maybe some other applications are there. And they, in fact, everything, there may be a miscellaneous expenditure which doesn't come in any of the reading, but you have to do time and again. All these thing cost is you have to keep and into account and keep a fund for it. When it will come, when it is required, you can use it. Next comes the fuel cost. What is the fuel cost in the power plant? Especially you have to use for coal. Sometimes you have to fuel oil. Sometimes this uranium. Sometimes only water for turbine, for hydraulic turbine, hydraulic power plant. This is dependent totally and clearly on the amount of electricity you are producing, or you are producing, the amount of electricity you are generating, or your generation capacity. Next, kilowatt hour of electricity you are generating per hour, per year. What is the total kilowatt hour we are generating? W net is the unimportant power for so many costs, how much we are producing and what in which price we are selling the electricity, so that we can have some our meet our expenses as well as we have had some profit itself. Now, total annual cost of the power plant will be like this. CT I plus D plus T divided by 100 into CC W plus R plus M plus CF, where Y is the, where I, this I is the interest, percentage, D is the percentage of percent interest in percentage, D is the percentage of depreciation, T is the tax and insurance, inclusive everything, and CC is the construction cost itself. So CC is the construction cost plus divided by 100 multiplied by the construction cost. So what percentage of the construction cost is being used for interest, depreciation, and taxes? Next, W is the wage and salaries, inclusive all type of expenditure in the salary. R is the repair cost, repair and overhauling cost, means including everything, not the salary of your maintenance people, but the portion electricity, other equipments, or the time of repair, time of shutting down, everything requires includes some cost. You have to reflect in that repair cost itself. And M is the maintenance, and plus maintenance means what is the overall maintenance cost. First of all, the repair, including the spares, everything, and M is the miscellaneous. What is the unknown but variable in nature? It can come to time, and sometimes it is not there at all. The miscellaneous expenditure, you have to keep certain fund for that. And CF is the fuel cost. So you have to add total construction cost, the uh, waste tax, waste repair, maintenance, plus fuel cost. The amount of electricity sent by a power plant is generally given by W kilowatt net, means W kilowatt installed capacity multiplied by multiplied by 1 minus labor auxiliary divided by 100 into N, means where where kilowatt installation is the rated or installed output of the generator concerned itself, and L is the power consumption. L auxiliary L auxiliary is the lower consumption of the auxiliaries itself. Lower consumption of auxiliaries, percentage is the plant capacity factor, and 8687 60 is the 24 hours of uh, generation per year itself. Now, in order to compute the electric power cost to a consumer, in addition to the production cost, say production cost like fixed cost, operation maintenance cost, final cost, the transmission cost, distribution cost, administrative expenses, and return or profit to the investment have to be taken into consideration. There's so much we have told about the production cost, but other than that, transmission also requires a cost. From 1000 kilometer, 500 kilometer, you have to transmit your power to the generating station, to the distributing station. That requires involves a loss and cost, both of them. And next, from the your distributing plant, you have to distribute the whole power in different places. That distribution also requires an additional cost. And there are administrative costs. There are people which required to run the company, whose cost is being covered by the administrative expenses, not by the salary and etc. itself. And return of profit, and how much profit after so many costs, so many level you have made, means how much you have earned for doing so many things, is on the investment we have to take into consideration. So profit is always an important. A measure for the reliability of a power plant is the forced outlet, is the forced outage rate defined by the annual ratio of forced outage forced outage hours or forced outage rate defined by the annual rate. What is the forced outage rate? The forced outage is divided by service hours plus forced outage hours. A forced outage raises the operational maintenance cost and prevent proven reliability of the equipments, and regular maintenance work are essential. And not only the guarantee electrical supply, but also overall economy of the power plant. So I have to understand and or have to answer how reliable your power plant is, means how much its capacity or ability to give you the reliable power. It's a forced outage divided by the service hours divided by plus forced outage hours. So there are 2 hours. One is forced outage and it is service hours. So about the forced outage means the time which you required essentially for operational maintenance cost, for maintenance cost and overhauling cost, and some other problem if it is there for that cost. So it will rise the maintenance cost, it will rise the proven reliability of the plant, and regular improvement preventive market are essential, not only the guarantee of electrical right, but also the overall economy of the power plant. How much source houses is less, so service hours will increase. That percentage will increase by the service hour itself. These costs, however, have a continuous upward trend. The cost generally, once you have started with, it is fixed all right, but it always starts rising. They have never goes decreasing due to the inflation. Means value of the money is reducing for the same thing, same material, for everything is same. You have to spend more money for purchasing, especially for the fuel price. Fuel price is always very much valuable. That in India, right amount of coal is not there, which is economic for the running a power plant. You have to get it from Canada or from even from USA. Although coal stock is quite high in our country. So all this thing, the cost of power generation. So all this fuel cost and increasing demand of measures protecting the environment. There is the environment, and all the power plants making for steel power plants, except for hydraulic, nuclear power plants also produce nuclear waste. that you have to dispose properly. All these things pollute the atmosphere. The high smoke, high density of smoke always can be coming out of the boiler itself, also creating pollution throughout the surroundings, etc. So carrying out a proper, so the cost of this there is the cost of protecting the environment. Oh, that you have to do along with all other costs itself. Say just uh, planting different trees. Say for cleaning the surroundings, cleaning, make a screen like this, make a chute or outside chimney like this. It cannot throw the I mean the fume to a very good extent, but it generates, collects all this there out, all this slag outside, and you can collect them and remove it properly without polluting the surrounding of the your plant itself. So there, everything is, involves certain cost itself. The cost of power generation then can be radically, the cost of power generation can be reduced. How we can do? Reduced by selecting equipment of longer life and prepare proper capacity. So first we have to understand what is the best equipment. Biggest means it is not very costly, but its life is much more than the others. It requires less maintenance. It requires almost no stock for costly maintenance spares, and its spares are easily available, or is overhauling is not complicated or time consuming. These are the one of the most important uh, point for power generation economically. Next is uh, running the power plant at very high load factor. Means what is the load? What amount of electricity is being demanded from it? You have to. It can. I know the load will be fluctuated, but from time is minimum. It must reach the rated capacity. From time is suddenly picked up much more than the rated capacity. All these things we have to tackle by producing the maximum amount of electricity in the plant with which is average throughout the remains average throughout the year. And for the sudden rise or peak of the electricity, we have to start running the additional equipment like gas turbine or so, and then stop it when the main electricity is restored, or main electricity fall back to the rated output. Increasing the efficiency of the power plant. Everywhere efficiency is the ratio between output and input. So how much input cost we are doing, and as per with the input cost, how much output is we have we have consumed, how much output we have get. That is mostly one of the most important part itself. Carrying out the proper maintenance of the power plant equipment to avoid plant breakdown. For steel power plant, it is extremely important because if for a power plant cannot be start within a second and cannot be stopped within a second, it requires power to rise its temperature. The power which requires considerable times, maybe 2 to 3 days to start the full production, and requires considerable time, 2 to 3 days to stop the production and cooling the whole furnace and everywhere else. So proper overhauling and maintenance of the power plant is extremely important and to prevent the plant breakdown itself. Keeping proper supervision. Since good supervision and reflected in laser breakdown and experienced expected plant life means the technical ability of the maintenance manager or their team is an important factor for, because they supervise the whole operation and they supervise responsible for the whole running of the plant itself, and they are based on their supervision. Loss of uh, loss due to procurement of unnecessary costly items and loss due to non-procurement of important items both can be removed like this. Next comes construction cost. Construction cost Every plan consists of expenses for planning and design. So you cannot start the construction of any equipment or any plant or even a home without making a proper design and planning. So plant for the plant, every site, every inches has to be designed properly, and with the basis of design, you have to construct the plant itself. Load and preparation of site, land and preparation of site. Including the land was originally maybe a cultivation land. Land for cultivation, you have to flatten it, you have to remove all impurities, all unnecessary items from the land, you have to make the plan accordingly. Not only that, for power plant, we require proper and clear road transport from the nearest highway, as well as proper and clear rail construction within the square meters, so that your operators can come through, operators and power employees can come through rail and come to your camp from the nearest hours in very quick and favorable manner. Same is the case when they are living and going for their home for the rest work. So both cases, your transport is required according to your position and range, and erection and testing of the equipment. Erection and testing of the equipments. You have to know how you have to erect the plant, and you have to test this first before operating it. So both are important in course of time, cost as construction cost itself. You have to make a building and machinery's foundations. Machineries cannot be directly fixed over a normal soft ground. You have to produce a foundation as per a specific account. Now, next is the interest during the construction. Costs for the construction, you already taken the loan. During the construction period, your company is not getting any output at all. But that, as you have taken the loan, you have to give the interest back. You have to give certain portion of your loan back. So that is called an EMI. You all know. Then here you have to pay from your own pocket, because you are don't have any expenditure for all these things. And next is the administrative cost. I told that other than the salaries, there are certain costs. Certain people may be hired or employed to run the show totally. These people may be comes on consultation basis. This can be maybe on other contractual basis, or it can be a permanent employee. But all their operating cost or COC is being given from the uh, administrative and came under the administrative work itself. Now, all type of power plants, there is the economic of scale. The construction parts per kilowatt decrease with size, and this effect varies with the type of the equipment. I am showing you one important thing. Here, what we got, a chart giving us the construction cost, which is at the ordinate, and giving us the unit size in megawatt, which is at the axis. From there are few curves, almost 7, which is representing the different type of power plants. Say point 1, curve 1, jet type gas turbine plants without recuperators. Point 2, jet type gas turbine plants with recuperators. You see, without recuperator, jet what with recuperator, the power production is comparatively high everywhere or every time. Next, industrial type gas turbine plants with recuperator. That is number three. This type of diesel plants for continuous service chart. So this type of industry type gas turbines, it means you see their construction cost is comparatively high, as well as though you have to keep all these things for your emergency purpose. Same is the case with diesel plant for continuous service. 4. 5. Conventional steam power plants are all filed. Sometimes still we are um using the coals, but this is not the conventional steam power itself. Conventional steam power is bituminous coal fired. It costs many more operating cost and for the increase in the hour of the work itself. Nuclear power plant where it is sold here, which has the highest construction cost. Even we cannot construct at all for 8 seconds, 8 minutes of work. You have to justify the high cost by producing quite high. So this is the cost versus unit size curve, and according to the different type of unit size, we have draw different curves to represent the unit size itself. And all part of power plant, there is an economy of the scale itself. The construction cost per kilowatt decrease with size. This affects, see the which I have shown in the last figure, the effect varies with the type of equipment. The economy of scale of construction cost CC of the two power plant equipments are given by C2 is equal to CC1 R by R2 by P1 R1 into PK into K, where C2 and C21 and C22 are for parts which related to output of R1 and R2 with rated output R1 and output for two outputs. This is one of the cost, this is another of the cost, and R2 for this rated output will have CC2, and for R1 for rated output is equal to CC. If the average amount of K for conventional steam generators and steam turbine generations and centrifugal pumps are 0.8, where K is equal to 0.06. K is equal to 0.6 for nuclear steam supply system, and K is equal to 0.09 for construction feeder heaters. So the construction of the power plant cost is greatly variable as per the type of power plant we are using. So the nuclear power plants we have seen supposed to have the maximum cost for producing power and maximum cost for keeping the waste, and at the same time nowadays, in order to reduce the pollution to a great extent, we use oils for burning in the furnace instead of coals itself. But all these things comes into the should be economic and as per your method of method of spending the money for your construction for your equipment itself. Then C1, we got the equation C22 and C21 are the for parts with rated output R1 and output. So R1 divided by output, and where K is less than 1 should be around 0.8 to 0.6, 0.8, and should be less, so that output of this plant is comparatively less, and K9 for the condenser and feed water heater itself. Okay, with this Nobody planned up today. I'm stopping my chat here.